Hey everyone, I just wanted to do a quick refresher for Google Meet. It looks a little bit different, but not too bad. And it actually, I think the functionality is a lot smoother. So here we are in a Google Meet. This is through my Google Classroom Google Meet, so it'll look exactly like yours will. So I just wanted to go across the bottom. Here's our microphone, our turn off our camera, normal, our closed captions, turns it right on for you, and they just start popping up. It's great because if you can't hear kids, sometimes the closed captions work great. Our raise hand feature is there again. Present now, it's the same functionality, it's just in a little bit of a different spot. And we have our three dots. So our three dots, cast a meeting, we don't really use that. That would be to like cast it to a TV or something along those lines. Whiteboard, you can open a jam right in here like we normally did, or you can choose one from your drive. So if you already created one, you can open it up here. Just make sure your share settings are so they can write or whatever you need them to do. I'm going to go back to my three dots. Record the meeting if you need to record it. It will tell them that you're recording. Change layout. You can change the layout just like we've done previously. Full screen. Get rid of all the junk around. You can just see your screen. Apply visual effects. This is kind of new. So we have our blur. We have our backgrounds. There's a bunch more. And we have our styles. So you can turn yourself into black and white. I always like being black and white because I think it looks better. You can change the colors if you like. We have a black and white background. You can pop with color in the middle. So just a few different features there. If we go back to the three dots, this closed caption is really awesome. So the closed caption will translate. So this isn't to turn it on, it's just to translate it. So it's a lot easier functionality than we were using before where we had to click and then translate it a little different way. So if you have ELL students, you can show them this, and I'm going to make a separate video if you want to just send it out to the kids that way. So I just wanted to show you that. I think it's great. I just hit apply. Oh, and then it also turns it on afterwards. But just to turn it on, you can just click on here to change the setting. You go into your three dots. Okay. Use a phone for audio. We've had that before. Report a problem, report abuse, troubleshooting, and help. So this will tell you about your network and stuff like that. It'll show you how your CPU usage is. So what does that do? It just tells you if you're having a hard time streaming kids in. It might be because your usage is really high. So if you have a bunch of tabs open, you might want to close them. If you have things running in the background, you might want to close them. So this will kind of give you a little bit of troubleshooting in the background. And then here's some things that might give you more tips down here. All right. And then your settings. So if we open the settings, this is just the normal settings that we have had in the past forever. Our video settings, similar to what we've had in the past, except this adjusted video lighting. So that's newer. Host controls are a little bit different. You can change a little bit more. You can control a little bit more for your students. So you can share your screen. You can turn it off for them so they can't share their screen. I think we've had that before. They can turn off the chat messages. You can turn off their microphone. Okay, so this is, I think, a game changer because if you're in the beginning and you're giving directions and you know a kid will often unmute, you might want to do something like this. With the video, if you know, I don't know why you would want to turn off the video, but there's a possibility you might need to. So this is something that you might want to consider. And then quick access, and we've talked about that before in the video for conferences. So that option is here too. Okay, I'm going to close that out. And then we're going to head over here. So this is just basic joining information. This is who's in your meet. This is your host controls again, so it's very easy for you to access them over here also. Here's your chat. You can also turn it off here. So there's a couple different places where you can do this, and I think that it's definitely adding to the functionality and making it a lot easier. Your activities, you have your breakout rooms, you have your polls, you have your Q&A, quick questions. This is really easy to do for formative assessment throughout your hour period that you're sitting with your students online. Recording, just like it was in the three dots, and then your whiteboard, again, just like it was in the three dots. Okay, This little shield is also the host controls. So you have a lot of options in controlling the meeting now. It's not as clunky as it was before. So I think that this remote learning experience is definitely going to be different than the transition that we went to in the past. So hopefully it's going to be a great learning experience over this week. I'd love to hear anything that you can, add to anything that I put into this video, and I can share it out, obviously, with a shout out to you. And good luck with your week.